Whoa. Well, good evening, Erie County. It is kind of a very important evening. It is the night before election time. So here we are. I figured we'd kind of do a short, kind of boots on the ground type of let's get everybody going. This election has now it's come down to you. I've already done my part. I have done everything I can. We've been on the road. We've registered people. We got people ready to go. And I've already voted. So I voted last on Columbus Day. So that was my hey, I did my thing. You know, Kim Hunter, thanks for coming by. Stan, appreciate you chiming in. It's nice when you guys say that because I can't tell who's here and who's not until you guys say hello. But that's okay. We got a couple people coming online. It's one of those kind of off the cuff kind of get-togethers, and we figured, well, why not? I did a Facebook Live at the Kmart parking lot, and guess what? My Facebook Live, I turned myself in. I snitched myself out. The property manager, nice guy, said, "Hey, he came over to the police car. He's like, Ryan, we talked about this early in the year. No politics on the property." I said, "I know, but that was a couple months ago, and we're almost done." He's like, "I know, but you can't be here." And I said, "No problem, man. I got no beef. You have a nice day." And I said, "Just don't forget the Democrat uh, yard signs there because there was a couple of Democrat. Well, it was a Mirsky sign and a couple that girl's name I won't mention." So he went over there and picked them up. He took them down because yeah, he goes, "There's no politics here." The property manager, nice guy. I had no problem with him. He is just doing his job. So it's just an issue of so yeah, we got a couple people coming in here. That's great. We're up to 14 people already. One on YouTube. We got everybody else on Facebook, and people are texting me. And yeah, I can't do text messages. Yeah, there it is. So there we go. Let's see. We got Debbie came in here. Oh, Monty's Landscaping and Concrete. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. We appreciate that. Zach, where was that at? Oh, is it the Kmart? The Kmart Plaza out here in Harbor Creek. They have a no politics policy. And I was parked over by Subway one day, and one of the people there, one of the vendors, need a mail-in ballot, please. Yeah, I know. We got to change the sign. Jesus, I feel kind of bad because we got our direction from the folks, upstairs saying, "Hey, we really need to combat the Democrats and their mail-in ballots with mail-in ballots." So that made sense. It made total sense. And I gotta flick my big TV on. I didn't have it on yet. So yeah, here we go. It helps me see. Yeah, it's on there. Right there, I can see myself in bigness now because it's a little tiny screen. Debbie, thanks for coming in here. Cheryl, thanks for coming in. I beeped you while you were at the parking lot. Good to see you. I heard a lot of beeps. Trust me, I had a couple flip throughs and a couple flip offs, but for the most part, it was still a high 98% approval rating. Uh, so I went and had lunch. And then what did I do? I went over to Walgreens because Walgreens is closed up. So I didn't have nobody turning me in for being parking in their facility. But yeah, we're going to keep the show simple tonight. We didn't have big fancy intros. We don't have any videos to play. This is just us coming together to get ready for tomorrow. And we better be ready for two scenarios. First scenario, Donald J. Trump wins. Second scenario, that hey Gwen, thanks for coming in. appreciate that. Ashley, need a mail-in ballot. Yeah, no, we're not doing. Oof. If if the Democrat controlled Board of Elections would have done their job properly and hired a vendor in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, oh, and in Erie County, like I did when I was on county council, we had no problems. We had no problems. Yeah, nice speaking with that lady from New York. Yeah, I met I've been a nice reporter. She's from Germany. She came down the dock, interviewed me a couple of weeks ago. She sent me a text. She goes, "Hey, I'm back in town. Can I meet up with you today?" And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely. You know, we're going to be nice to our folks in Deutschland." And she came down and she did took some pictures. I took a selfie of the two of us. Really nice picture. Blurred the background, and she's already posted it on her blog. And I had to convert it to English because, like I said, she's German, you know. So it was an issue of converting her stuff from German to English, which is just a click of a button, and there it was. So she wrote something really nice stuff. She reached out. She goes, "Hey, can I follow and watch what you guys do at your polling station?" I said, "Yeah, sure. I'll be up early. I will basically go out, and we got some signs set up out here in Harbor Creek, and then I will pick my place where I vote right here on East Lake Road, and then I will probably go up to Saltzman, and then I will head over to right next to Value Home Center. Uh, Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. And then I'll head out to the township building because that's like the because there's two. If I'm not mistaken, there's two polling areas in Harbor Creek. So I totally get it. So we'll be busy. Brenda will be out doing what she does. She said she's going to probably take the Harbor Creek Township building. That's two places in one. And the way it's set up, you can step inside and you don't have to be cold. However, the weather looks like it's going to be a nice day tomorrow. I remember standing outside in the snow. Debbie, Brian, I'm super nervous about cheating with this election. And Debbie, you should be, because I'm telling you, look what happened in Lancaster. They showed and they proved that they had over 2,500 fraudulent, not just some bullshit, conspiracy thing. 2,500 fraudulent applications for registration. And who turned it in? The Board of Election chairman. Oh, I don't know. Let's look at the Erie County Board of Election chairman, Andre Horton. You can't trust him as far as you can throw him. Yeah, Kim Hunter, she's one of our judges. She's asking, be nice to poll workers. Be nice to poll workers. Bring your trailer over. Yeah, I'll listen. I take my trailer wherever I go. It's nice to see you guys. I don't think you guys have been here before. Montez Landscaping and Concrete Service. You're right there in the underpass there. You guys did a really, really nice job with that property there. That really needed a lot of work. When that building was up and running, I DJ'd a couple weddings there. So, but it's all gone other than the fireplace. Josh, thanks for coming out. So here's Kim's little message to everybody. Be nice to the poll workers tomorrow, please. They get paid, but they're not your servants and they're not slaves. They're there because they're there to help and they want to do their job. Got some background noises, breathing. Listen, Brenda's going to kill me if I tell you guys. Brenda's in her she shed. That's where she puts the show together. Well, I stopped, because she got it all up and running. She fell asleep. That's her snoring, the poor thing. She gets up with the crack of dawn to go babysit her grandson. So she fell asleep, and that's her snore. I can't shut her off. Kim, would you do me a favor and call her and try to wake her up? I tried to call her and wake her up, but I can't get her to wake up. So maybe you could call her and try to wake her up. So, yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, Linda, Yeah, your daughter's sleeping on it with an open mic in the control panel, control center. You know, God bless her. Yeah, she gets up at 4 o'clock and babysits her grandson on Mondays. So she's a tired puppy chasing a 2 year old around. But I wasn't gonna put her on blast until somebody mentioned. Yeah, so yeah, she's gonna be pissed that I put her on blast. That see, yeah, see, that's I think Kim calling her, trying to wake her up. Oh, we love me. Right. Man, Matthew, thanks, man. Let's see if she wakes up. No, she didn't. Here, let me see if I can call her. Here, I'm gonna call her, see if she will wake up. I can turn my ringer off. That's me calling her. Yeah, but she's snoring in my show, and it's going to be recorded on 5 channels. She's going to be pissed. Oh Lord. Well, we are an amateur station. We're not NBC or CBS. You know. Yeah, I know we're all tired. We're not getting older. But so if you want to call in, please do so. I can take care of that. Brenda, let her take her nap. She's gonna be pissed and embarrassed. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you guys. I can't shut her mic off. She can shut my mic off, but I can't shut her mic off. That doesn't seem very fair. But usually she mutes it. So Kim, if you want to call in and talk about what's going to happen tomorrow when you actually come in to vote, there's going to be a lot of you guys voting in person. I know that. I know the people with the mail-in ballot debacle are going to be coming in to vote, which was the whole point of. Yeah, I know. She's in the she shed behind the garage. Oh. I'll have to tell you, I didn't do it. I'm going to hold you down and smack you. I didn't do it. This hour back has got us trying. Yeah, I got it. So, magically, the I don't know, 19,000 plus mail-in ballots magically reappeared the other day. Judge Ridge said you have X amount of days to get them back. I think it was Friday. Okay, Kim, you are live.
She smacks you tomorrow.
It's not my fault. I tried to call her before I went live, but it was 7 o'clock when I went live because I was trying to wake her up.
You guys should have just said it was the chickens or something.
Yeah, I'll go send the attack chickens back there to wake her up.
Yes.
I know.
Anyways, I'm just putting out a please and thank you to everybody who grabs your friends, grab your neighbors tomorrow. Make sure you get out and vote, and be extra nice to the judges of elections, because I'm telling you what, we're freaking out over people having to come in and vote provisionally. And Brian, you know what that entails.
Ugh, it's a mess.
Judges of elections got 1,000 things to do, and now they're going to be putting this on us too. And I'm telling you what, every single one of those people that has to vote provisionally, it's a PIAN in the ass.
Oh, I know. I totally get it. And, like I said, I appreciate you stepping forward and being a judge, because we needed judges in Erie County and workers. Like I said, we appreciate what you do.
Yeah, and we even had some people call up. I want to thank you out there, Tim Kuzma, who's offered to come and work at the polls with me tomorrow. We've got a lot of great volunteers. And guys, remember, they get in there at 6 a.m. They're not going to be out there until 8:30 or 9 p.m. And when the judges go to turn their stuff in, remember, they're not allowed to stop counting these ballots once they start tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So we might get called in to help count ballots. So our day might not end until 6 o'clock the next day. We don't have any clue what's going to be going on.
Yeah.
Which I have no problems with going in there, because it'll irritate Andre, and I'm not allergic to peanuts.
Yeah, I mean, and the things I've been hearing, the way he's been acting is disgusting. I mean, absolutely unprofessional. He's the senior man on county council. He's the chairman of board of election, and making fun of people and their peanut allergies and yelling at people that this isn't a Trump Vance rally, and if you don't act and behave yourself, he'll have you thrown out. Can't use
And
your
he ain't
cell
gonna
phone.
do that to me. I'm telling you right now. He don't play with me, and I'll throw that peanuts right back in his face, and he knows I don't play with him.
Right.
So if they want me to stay and count ballots, I'd be more than happy to, because that'll just irritate him. It'll irritate Rock Copeland, and it'll definitely scare the pretzel.
Oh yeah, no, I know, I get that, but just because you're the chairman doesn't mean you get to threaten people, and because
Absolutely not.
because
Let's remember, the sheriffs down there, those are wonderful, wonderful guys. Every single one of them working in there, they're very nice, they're very compassionate, they have a lot of empathy for everybody. So you know what? As long as you approach them and you show them respect, they're going to have your back.
no, I totally get it, and they're just following the rules by their Democrat-controlled, bought and paid for sheriff, and then you got Andre, the chairman of the board of elections, Terry Scatella, and you people need to hold these people responsible. The whole world is looking at us, and we look like knuckleheads. I hate
Right.
to steal Tampon Timmy's thing, but yeah, we look like knuckleheads because
We certainly do.
yeah,
And
because they
let's just pray now. Not just big name on the ticket. Let's pray for Dave Sunday and Tim DeBoer, because we know they're going to win. And when they get in there, those are the guys that are going to fight when they cheat.
no,
Because
I
Dave
totally.
Sunday, he don't play. He'll prosecute.
Oh, I totally understand. I know. I just saw your text. She's not answering. I know. I heard you call because I can hear she's got her headset microphone on. Usually she mutes it, so you're getting a little feedback from my show into her headset. So yeah,
Yeah. But everybody, remember, grab your friends, grab your family. Right now, as of Fox News, Harrison Trump, 50-50. Okay, so it's going to come down to a couple thousand votes. McCormick and Bob Casey, 50-50, a couple thousand votes. And let's not forget, Colonel Stacey Garrity. We got to keep her in there, man. She does so much for us. Tim DeBoer, and let's not forget we can take the House of Representatives with Mike Goring, Jake Banta. We got to keep them in there. We got to get them elected. If we don't vote red, we're dead.
we're dead. I mean, literally. I was just listening to some of the national talk show hosts today, and they're basically saying the same thing. They're using different verbiage, but it's basically saying that the country as we know it will end. And the birth of this new radical left will be born and take over.
And you can see it right here in the city. Look at Miss Jasmine Flores. The post she wrote, they're
Disgusting.
making it very clear what their agenda is and what they think of us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you wear a red hat, you're a member of the KKK. And, she's like, I've been educated. Well, obviously, you're not educated enough because if you would have been as educated as you say you are, you would have realized the father of the KKK is the Democrat Party. We didn't do it, they did it.
Right, and it was the Republicans that freed everybody and wrote the Emancipation Proclamation and everything else. So, you know what? That's it. I'm done with the Erie City Council. We don't have one Republican voice on there, and I am going to get her taken out of City Council. And when I run, guys, I'm going to have red hats made, and we're all going to go and we're going to take over Erie City Council and have everyone's voice heard.
Yeah.
We have no voice on the Erie City Council at all right now.
Well, no, because 90% of the Republicans in the city of Erie are racist. If you didn't know that, but according to her honor, you're all racist, and you need to learn your history. And wow, I mean, it's been in the paper. I wish I was shocked. The Erie Times News. I mean, it wasn't a hit piece, but it wasn't a fluff piece either. It was pretty neutral. And then on the Joe Natale show, that was the on the half-hour news. They had it, and they quoted it verbatim what she said, and it's my First Amendment right. But the minute I would say something about Mexicans or Puerto Ricans, I would be racist. But she can
Yeah,
call us racist, and it's okay. Hey, did you see my microphone?
yeah, I did. I saw the French fry wrapper on it.
Right. I stopped at McDonald's the other day. I got some fries, and I kept it, and I taped it on there in honor of President Trump actually working at McDonald's longer than Kamala Harris ever did.
Well, McDonald's already came out and said they have no record whatsoever of her ever working at a McDonald's.
Right. Yeah. And then this picture showed up on the internet of her in her outfit, and it was so hilarious to watch the Democrat cult party going, see, look at you, mega people. There's proof. It's her. Look at, and they proved it was a Photoshop. And the
It
girl
was
they
all
used,
AI.
how disgusting the Democrats are to pawn that lady's body off as Kamala Harris. That lady wasn't even alive. She died.
I know.
I am just
And
like,
did you see in California, the great state that she was in? Did you see that the Republicans are taking over the state house in California, and the Democrats are going to lose the Senate by losing 3 seats in the state of California and in Nevada.
well, yeah, because they've been pushing this ultra liberal crap down their throats, and no checks and balance on their immigration. They're losing California. I mean, they've lost it, and there's a tipping point where you're not bringing in enough money to support the habits of all the illegals, of which is housing and stuff like that. But don't worry about the veterans. We don't care.
Right, right. And even Kamala's things, oh, I'm going to give this much money for a new house, and I'm going to do this, that. None of her plans have anything to do with us, the people that earn the money.
Oh, and there's no way to pay for it other than it's not Kamala Harris giving the money out of her pocket to do this. These are tax dollars. Those are
Right.
our dollars. You and I can go to work and do what we want, and then that money is going to have to go to California. California's broke. Newsom
Oh, yeah, they
took a
did broke.
surplus and has them in a deficit because of supporting all these special interests.
You don't even want to know what the taxes are in California on my house out there, or even the insurance on the house out there. You would die. You would die if you saw the tax bills out there.
Oh, I know. Oh, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, I totally get it, and I'm glad I left California when I did. Woo!
Yeah. My niece just told me she paid almost $9 for a dozen eggs in Southern California.
Well, yeah, because at McDonald's you're making $80 an hour.
Yeah, well, they're not even making that. It's so bad out there. And
And
like I said, I'm going to let you go so somebody else can call in. But please, guys,
yeah,
it's so important tomorrow. Like I said, when you're getting ready to go to the polls, everybody in the family, did you vote? You didn't? Okay, I'm going to swing by and pick you up. Don't
right.
even give them an option. Do you want to ride?
Yeah,
Pick them up.
yeah. And then there was
Grab by the hair,
somebody.
grab by the arm.
Yeah, someone had texted if you need a ride, go down, get a hold of the Republican Party. They will dispatch a vehicle out to come pick you up and take you down there. I
And
will
like
be
I said,
out.
and once President Trump wins, Restore America, we'll get you the information, Chief, and we'll have a big celebration party. We'll
Yeah.
celebrate for all of our red victors. Once
Oh.
Trump's declared the winner, we will be planning a victory party. And we'll have it right down the street from the
Yeah.
Democratic headquarters.
Yeah, and it's these local races that are crazy important. Dan Laughlin, I was on they were talking about it on the news. He spent over $2 million, and Jimmy Wirtz has spent $1.5 million on this seat because the Democrats want control. They want
Oh, yeah.
they want Dan's head like they wanted my head. Well, that was because people weren't paying attention on an off season. You and I both got that. Oh, it's an off season. Don't worry about it. Well, guess what? We told you so. We told you
We
so.
told you so.
And what's the third one? Oh, yeah, I told you so. That if we didn't take these seats, you guys are going to get a Democrat-controlled county council and a Democrat-controlled board of elections, and they're going to screw you. And they did.
Until
They,
the property taxes go up, guys and girls.
Yeah,
Because
well,
they
I
are
mean,
going to raise your property taxes, and Brian and I both promised you we would never raise your
I
property
didn't.
taxes.
I kept my word, even though I lost my election. I kept my word to the voters. I would not vote for that tax increase. Yes, it went through. I didn't vote it. The first one, I didn't. I didn't vote for it, and it failed. And the second one, I didn't vote for it. It failed. The third one, I didn't vote for it, but it passed because it was reasonable. There is no reasonable tax increase.
Right.
But look what Brenton
And
Davis has done.
let's make a list of everything that Drexel has done for all the people out in Harbor Creek in his district. Let's start with
Nothing.
number one.
Nothing. Where was he the other day? We talked about it the other day. Where was he at when the biggest employer, Penn State Barron, announces a $6.5 million what was it? Our cap
Right.
funding for Resolve. The governor signed off on it, so it wasn't like it was some pie in the sky bullshit idea. The governor signed off on it and said, "This is a good project. It's good for Harbor Creek. It's good for Penn State Barron. It's good for Erie County." And where was Drexel? Probably running around with the zombie makeup on, scaring children. And I make that reference because before he scrubbed his Facebook page, he was proud that he walked around like a zombie.
And what has Ron Copeland done for his district? Nothing except decide that he wants to be a pain in the ass on Brenton Davis's budget because he wants to save programs that do nothing good for anybody. All he wants to do is block every single thing, but still he wants to raise taxes for programs like EEI and green deals and wind turbines and a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting because Brenton Davis gave him a balanced budget, cut some jobs that needed to be cut. They were jobs that were just sitting there in limbo, but we have to budget for them. If it says we need 10 toilet scrubbers, we have to budget for it, even though we only have two. And that's just an example of how it really works. So a lot of these jobs were, $12, $10 jobs. We haven't filled them for years. They need to go. They need to go. We need to trim down government, make it smaller, not larger. But that's what Democrats want to do. They want to make it larger. And it costs money. It costs money. But yeah. So yeah, when you get off, Kim, would you give her another call, please? Maybe we can wake her up.
I absolutely will. I'm going to call my girl right now. And everybody, like I said, let's get out tomorrow. Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight. Just like President Trump is. Don't forget, grab all your friends and family. Say, have you voted? Shame on you. Let's go right now.
No.
And on that note, stay joyful. Keep smiling. Don't let anything get you down. And let's celebrate day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye, Brian.
Bye. Thanks. Elizabeth, thanks. Here, let's talk about Elizabeth here. Replying to Susan Walters, that's awful. Stretching heat and ice are better than pain meds. Okay, well, I misread that one. That was the wrong one. Sorry, that was this one. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't sold on Dan until I heard him speak the other at the Ham Place, and he said republic and not a democracy. Drives me nuts when they say save our democracy, or when they love the gaslight and say, oh yeah, he's a threat to democracy. Well, it's not. It's a republic. So Elizabeth, thank you for those kind words. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you, and I like that picture, by the way. It's a great picture. Nope, she's still sleeping. So yeah, other than that, this is just a kind of like a quick pep rally to get everybody motivated. If you have any questions, concerns, anything you want to share with the group, if you want to call in, I can take the call while Sleepyhead takes her nap. And but yeah, see, it automatically sends out messages, so she's not even at the controls anymore. It's just there. And I put a little video together with all the pictures of We Are Family, and it just like we did when the rally before the tally. I wasn't one of the guest speakers, but I said, listen, it's my microphone. I'm going to say a few words. I stopped everybody. I said, I want you to turn left and I want you to turn right. And I want you to greet the people to the left and to the right. We're all in the same boat together. We're on the same battlefield, striving for the same thing. but we won't take a minute and talk to each other. We're at a huge rally. We have the same hats on. We have the same shirts on. We're there for a common goal, but we don't know each other. So that's what I just said. Everybody just stop and let's just meet the people beside you. Took a couple minutes and people just reached next to them and they introduced themselves. And I think that was kind of a nice thing to do because we don't know each other and we don't take the time to know each other. And that's why we have split apart as a country. And we need to bring that back together. COVID was horrible to us. I mean, they broke us on that and the deception and us and them. And, just like a local has been a radio talk show was talking about people that don't get their COVID shots wish they would die. Uh, it's ridiculous how many people actually, well, that was just too bad President Trump did get shot and killed. Wow. Where is our faith in fellow man? I mean, we are just literally becoming so nasty. We care more about a squirrel that was taken illegally and executed than a fellow human being. The whole squirrel thing is absolutely ridiculous. The overreach of the law of in New York, ridiculous. Guy had a rehab for animals. He thought someone gave him a baby squirrel that was going to die. He nursed it back to health. He used that squirrel to make content and basically make money for his endeavors. Some animal photographer got a wild hair up her backside, reported to the government, and they sent 4 officers with a search warrant to the house, trashed this guy's house for hours, questioned his wife's her immigration status, which is illegal. It's his legal wife. She's legally here in New York. So if that's what the kind of country you want, you vote Kamala Harris in, and you know what? I don't want to hear about it. When the Gestapo kicks in to think, and it's funny how they call us Nazis, but Kamala Harris has been on record. Oh yeah, we're gonna come check your status on your weapons. What weapons? I lost them in a boating accident, man. You bumped your head. I don't know what you're talking about, but reply decision. Make arrangements for a wheelchair. Oh, I know. I get it. No, I jokingly said yesterday. I said, listen, do I have to take the Trump off the back of the trailer and bolt down a chair? And we'll get you there some way or the other. You just literally have to reach out. If you don't ask, we can't help you. Debbie, Brian, do you have any information on some of our states having the national? I haven't seen anything, Deb, but the media's if it's happening, here I'll put that in the big screen. If that's happening, they're not going to tell us about it. I wouldn't put it past them that it's going to happen. And it was so funny. Listen to the Joe Natale show today. I always listen to Joe Natale. I'm down to listening to him one day a week because he has become so not conservative. It's ridiculous. His whole show today was based on how many Democrats he could get on the show to talk about Kamala Harris. Well, where was Trump's people? Booker, what was that black guy, Booker, whatever, T. Justice. I don't know what his name is. He works for the Kamala Harris. He was the guy that we're going to come take your AR-15s. We're going to do all this to you. And then what does he do? He does an interview with Chuck Nelson about door knocking. Where was the Republicans? And he was all giddy about, look at this. He got, the Harris people have their own campaign headquarters. So do we. It's on 1600 Peninsula Avenue with the Republicans. So I'm officially very disappointed in Joel on how he ran his show today. It's his show. He can do what he wants with it. But I don't have to listen. If he's going to be there propping up nothing but Democrats, turn the channel. Go somewhere else. I don't promote Kamala Harris. I don't promote any Democrat because right now the Democrat cult party is absolutely out of control. Brianna, thanks for coming by. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate that. So yeah, other than that, it's crunch time. All the bells and whistles are ready to go. We are ready to do this. If you put in for a mail-in ballot, you didn't get one, make sure you get your ass to a polling spot where you normally vote. Hey, Andrew Graves, wow, all the way out there in North County. Thanks for coming by, my friend. We're just a precursor to the election pep rally, and people are asking questions, about that. So yeah, we're just talking about bailing outs. If you put in for one, didn't get it, you got to vote. You still have to. Do not let them get inside your head and defranchise you. Do not let the psychological operations that they've been pouring down our throats for the last 4 months, let it stick, because then they win. This is all this is. Mr. Graves, Army guy. This is a psychological operation to keep telling you, Trump bad, Harris good. Trump bad, Harris good. That's all they say. They wanted to get through your head that Trump bad, Harris good. Well, it's not. And don't let them get inside your head. Stick to the plan. Stick with who you're going to vote for. They're relying on the bait and a bunch of switchovers. A lot of people switch over. A lot of people switch over from D's to R. And those are the ones that are telling me they switch from D to R. They're going to vote for Trump. There's people that are, I read on social media, they're lifetime Democrats. They're not voting for Harris. They're not, because she's a phony. She's a fake. She was the worst rated vice president in U.S. history. They flick a switch and the cult party tells them, this is who you're going to vote for now. Okay, we're going to vote for them because that's who the puppet master told us to vote for. No, this is a republic. You stand. We the people will stand, and we will win this. But you have to stand fast. You have to stand ready. You have to stand tall. And don't listen to their bullshit. And it's nothing but fabricated, amplified radio fodder. Bullshit. Don't fall into it. I'll say, yeah, probably. Oh my God, she is going to be so mad when she wakes up. And I said, yeah, we just did the hour show without you snore. She's like going to be, oh my God. Ah! Well, she's out in the command center, the shed. I can't get to her very quickly. The chickens are already put away, so I could put them into attack mode, and they would go tuk, 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 and get her. Not really. They're just chickens. But it sounded fun like that. Hugely important. Every single, and that's the thing. You are absolutely right. PA is a huge, important, very single vote is making a difference. How many people that are in Pittsburgh or in school in Texas or in Colorado that applied for a mail-in ballot that aren't going to get it? That they're not going to get. They're not going to be able to vote. They literally are a threat to democracy. Andre Hort, Chris Drexel, and Terry Scatella. They are in charge of the Erie County government, and this is what happens. Remember what President Trump said? When you go woke, everything just turns to shit. Well, can't argue with them. We let these knucklehead Democrats take over county council. They choose, and they get to appoint who gets in there as the chairmen. It's ridiculous. Let me see if I can call her, wake her up. I tried to call her a couple times. She's going to be so pissed. That's me calling her phone. Her mic's on. I don't think I can shut it up. Yeah, I can only shut my mic off. That's the thing about live podcast. It's strictly off the cuff. Yeah, it goes right to it rings a couple times, goes to voicemail. Yeah, Stan, you're absolutely right. Yeah, and it says, please do not purchase Facebook stars. I appreciate it's an automatic thing that Facebook does. When you buy those stars, guess what? I don't get all the money. They keep a fraction of it. So thank you. I appreciate it. Don't do that. It, like I said, it basically is just a ploy for them to make more money. But there's camera number 2. This is what the studio looks like. I got a big TV up here, makes it easier to see than a little laptop, and of course my search computer over here just has that on there. But I think it's like I said, we're going to do an hour show. It's almost that time. Unless I'm going to go ahead and do last call for calls. If you choose to do so, I would highly suggest you do it at this time while I get a drink. Yeah. Okay. If you guys don't have any more questions, any more concerns, Debbie, you got a big one up here. Let me slide that in here. I was a Democrat, however, in 1916, 20. I voted for Trump. I was never a Democrat that just pushed a button. I've always listened to both sides and made my decisions on what each offered to make our lives better. In December 2020, I changed to Republican. I was a Democrat also. I was a Democrat that voted for Trump, and he won. Then I changed to Republican. I voted for him. He lost. So I don't know. It was just bad juju, you know. But yeah, okay, Jody, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. Boop, I'll put you back up there. Have a nice. Gotta go. Other than that, no calls, no other questions, no concerns. Like I said, you know, there's the number. Get out and vote. Get out and vote early, and get out and vote as many times as you get away with. Okay, that was a joke. But oh, wait a minute, we're not allowed to joke, and because you know other people are allowed to joke, but we're not allowed to joke. Vote, 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 vote. Your opinion matters. Every stinking lousy vote matters. Because if they didn't, because do the math. Erie County's got 270,000 people. I think 180,000 registered voters. Split down the middle. That's how many D's and R's you have. So when Trump won, he won Erie County, won Pennsylvania. When Trump lost, he lost Erie County, lost Pennsylvania. So why do you think I've been interviewed from people from Australia to Germany on the importance of our election? That's why. Because that small little focus group, because if you look at a map in Pennsylvania, it literally is red. It's red, except Erie, Philly, Allegheny. Oh, Aspen in the house. Going to get energized from a day of pole watching the demons. Oh, you are such a funny man, Joey. We appreciate you. You know, I do. You know, it was so nice hanging with you up at the Trump rally with all the folks came in there and watching you do the YMCA. That was priceless. That was worth everything for that day. Debbie, you know, have a great night, everyone. Vote tomorrow. Vote. Sorry for trying to watch live in Wattsburg Solar Farm live. Oh yeah, that's an important thing out there. Stan, vote, vote, vote. Have a nice night. Gotta go. I'm gonna call this a wrap. I said I'd try to do it under an hour, and I kept it under an hour because you know we were out working today. We got to get up early and put up signs. Stan's got to get up early and do signs. Brenda is going to go poll watch, hold a sign. So that we have a busy day tomorrow. Vote early, vote often. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. You know, I appreciate you all coming in, sharing your Monday night. Corey Check's in the house. Go Trump. Thank you, young man. Appreciate that. You know, and he is the man, the legend, Corey Check. You made a good Trump guy with your hair. When you had your long hair, you really, really played Trump well. Sweet dreams, Brenda. She's already sleeping. What are you talking about? Wish her sweet dreams. She's been sleeping for the last 45 minutes. Travis Skinner, have a good night, man. Thanks for coming by. Again, We wanted to keep it short and sweet. Just kind of talk. Get out and vote. We had a lot of people come in the show tonight. Actually, Facebook takes it with a second of YouTube. I mailed my vote. Good to hear you're keeping us updated. Yeah, Sandra, nice to see you. Yeah, I mean, we all we have is each other. We can't trust the local media. We can't trust the national media. All we can trust is citizens media. That's what we're doing. We take care of everything. We pay for it ourselves, and when we have a good producer, she makes sure everything's up and running. She got everything up and running and fell asleep. Um, that's right, Stan. Thank you, Brian. Too big to rig, and that you guys have a great night. I don't have a fancy outro and all that good fun stuff. It's work time. I've got my official Fry microphone in honor of President Trump. Perry, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you all for coming in. Everybody, please watch your sick. Wow, my cousin from Colorado. We appreciate you coming all the way in from Colorado. That's a nice thing about the internet. We get to talk to you guys, and we can see you guys when you come in the room and say hi. Because we have 5 different channels, so we don't know who's here and who's not here until you say hi. But yeah, good night, everybody.